In example 3, we are going to find the exact value of sine of 23 pi over 6 minus 8 pi over 3. This is already in the form of sine a minus b, and so we will be using the sign difference formula, where a is equal to 23 pi over 6 and b is equal to 8 pi over 3. So we will be using the sine a minus b formula. So according to the formula, sine of a minus b is equal to sine of a. So that is sine of 23 pi divided by 6, multiplied with cosine of b, so cosine of 8 pi over 3. And then we are subtracting cosine of a, so which is cosine of 23 pi divided by 6, multiplied with sine of b, which is sine of 8 pi over 3. So far in this expression, none of our radian values show up on the unit circle explicitly, but if we find coterminal angles, then we will have radian measures that do show up on the unit circle. So to find a coterminal angle for 23 pi over 6, I'm going to take that and I'm going to subtract 2 pi. That's how we find smaller coterminal angles. And if I put in 23 over 6 minus 2 in the calculator and I hit math enter, we're going to be left with 11 over 6, and then I'll add the pi back in. So I'm going to replace all of the 23 pi over 6's with an 11 pi over 6, since those angles are coterminal. And then we will do a similar thing for the 8 pi over 3. We will take that and we will subtract 2 pi. And 8 pi over 3 minus 2 pi is equal to 2 pi over 3. And so we will replace our 8 pi over 3's with 2 pi over 3, since those are coterminal angles. And now we have an expression where all of our radian measures show up explicitly on the unit circle, and so we can plug in and evaluate this. Sine of 11 pi over 6 is equal to negative 1/2, that's the y-coordinate at 11 pi over 6. Cosine of 2 pi over 3 is also equal to negative 1/2. That is the x-coordinate at 2 pi over 3. And then we are subtracting. Cosine of 11 pi over 6 is equal to a positive root 3 over 2. And sine of 2 pi over 3, the y-coordinate at 2 pi over 3, is also equal to a positive root 3 over 2. Multiplying these fractions straight across the top and straight across the bottom, negative 1 times negative 1 is a positive 1. 2 times 2 is 4. And then we are subtracting. Root 3 times root 3 is 3. And 2 times 2 is 4. And so we are left with 1/4 minus 1/3. We already have a common denominator, which is 4. We have 1 minus 3 in the numerator, which is equal to negative 2. And negative 2 over 4 simplifies to a negative 1/2, which is our final answer for number 3. In number 4, we need to match the expression that we were given with the right-hand side of one of these 6 sum difference formulas. So we have cosine multiplied with a cosine function, and then we are subtracting sine multiplied with another sine function. So we are looking for which one of these sum difference formulas take the form cosine cosine minus sine sine. And we see that that is a cosine a plus b formula. So in other words, this expression matches the right-hand side of this equality. And so our a is equal to 70 degrees. And our b is equal to 20 degrees. And that just comes from matching this expression with the right-hand side of this. Cosine cosine minus sine sine. So the left-hand side of this tells us that all of this is equal to cosine of a plus b, which is cosine of 70 degrees plus 20 degrees, which is equal to cosine of 90 degrees. And cosine of 90 degrees, we can see on the unit circle, is equal to 0. And so that is our answer for example 4.